As Pete Weintraub here, I'm a permanent weight loss specialist. Today's video, podcast, however you're ingesting this, is about how eating more healthy fats in your diet can actually improve your cognition. Not necessarily making you smarter, but enabling you to take your mental capacities to another level because you're not dealing with brain fog. I'll get into that in a second, but before I get into that, I wanted to apologize for not sending out a video, a podcast, a blog post, or anything yesterday. I had the intention, but I was unable to execute. Yesterday was my uncle's 70th birthday, and I carpooled with my parents from Long Island to the armpit of America, New Jersey. I figured I'd knock this out as well as whatever other work I had going on during the ride. Sadly, I'm not used to being a passenger in the backseat of a car, and I quickly became carsick staring at the screen while attempting to write my emails and film a video, do whatever I needed to do. I couldn't look at the screen anymore. So today's message is the same as what I would have posted yesterday, but obviously it's much improved, much more cohesive and cleaned up, because I had to throw my head out the window, which was done pre-Jersey. Otherwise, I definitely would have yacked due to the awful stench heading into that state. If you're not from the area, if you think I'm kidding, next time, or if you ever go from New York into New Jersey, open up your windows and you'll smell it. It's pretty disgusting. But I tried not to vomit before heading to my uncle's 70th birthday party. So sorry again for not sending this out. Anyhow, today I want to talk about the cognitive benefits of including more healthy fats in your diet. While all forms of dietary fat have been given a bad rap thanks to the overhaul of the government's dietary recommendations in the late 40s to the early 50s, that's 1940s to 1950s for those of you not getting this, there's no need to fear them. The common misconception that fat makes you fat or fat clogs your arteries is complete and utter hogwash. And usually I'd say a more offensive word here, but I'm in a good mood, so we'll stick with hogwash today. My best results on my personal weight loss journey were done when I began eating more dietary fat while minimizing my processed carb intake. The same is true of any of my clients who have lost weight in my programs. When they make this change, there's almost immediate effect on the rate of their physical change. But there's more to it than that. Eating healthy dietary fat can actually improve your overall cognition. And cognition, for some of you, it sounds like a fancy word. So when asking the god of all search engines, Google, I got the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. Key component of this definition, the senses. Ever go into a food coma? Of course you have. We all have. Some folks know this as the 2 o'clock feeling, or that feeling you get after eating lunch if you work in an office. Don't lie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get back from your meal, you're full, your energy levels have dropped significantly, and you're staring at your desk asking yourself, what the hell am I supposed to be doing right now? Who am I? Where am I? Is there a place I can go right now to take a nap? You should know what you're doing because you wrote your to-do list earlier that morning before you got started. You knew what was next on the docket before lunch, but you have brain fog. You can't even think. All you want is a nice afternoon siesta. As if that repeated experience isn't enough, lay this on for size. Are you someone who's dealt with anxiety or depression or both? As somebody who has and still continues to occasionally struggle with these mental conditions, I know that upping your healthy fat intake will quell a lot of the anxiety and negative feelings you're experiencing. While these are certainly chemically based conditions, as been scientifically proven, affecting our moods and our judgment, it's fair to say that when we have brain fog, we're not looking at our lives rationally. Instead, we're merely emotionally reacting to a set of circumstances that has occurred without logically thinking about how to improve or better whatever situations are getting us down. One of the amazing things I noticed on my personal journey, and one that many of my clients have noticed after just making this simple nutritional tweak, is that our moods aren't as up and down when we incorporate more healthy fats into our diets. Life will throw the same curveballs it would have thrown, but instead of getting anxious, upset, and down on ourselves, we look at things more clearly and are thus able to look for what can be done, to correct it. So, how can you get more healthy fat into your diet, overcome brain fog, and improve your mood? Simple. I'm going to give you a few tweaks right now that you can start making today. right away that can help boost your healthy fat intake and begin to improve your overall cognition. Step 1, if you need a snack, swap the Snickers bar for a handful or two of organic, raw nuts or seeds. My two favorite nuts are almonds and Brazil nuts. Step 2, avocado goes great with everything. That's just my personal opinion, but I try to eat an avocado, or the equivalent of one in the form of something like guacamole, once a day. An avocado a day keeps that sucks. I'm not going to even finish that. And lastly, step 3, use healthy cooking oils like avocado, coconut, or extra virgin olive oil. Just make sure you know what temperatures to cook these on, as these can hydrogenate if put on too high a setting, which can then make them go from healthy to unhealthy. There's plenty more where that came from, but those are 3 easy things you can start on today to raise your healthy fat intake. If you want to start incorporating some of these into your diet, but don't have many or any of these things in your house, then head out to the grocery store at some point today and let's get you some. As a regular grocery store patron, I'd recommend waiting until after 7 tonight once the crowds have died down. That way, you can find a parking space that's not in Guam. You won't want to smash the person in front of you who's taking 10 years to figure out where they're going and let alone how to walk. I mean, it's 1 foot in front of the other people, heel to toe, that's it, over the head with your case of bottle of water. I digress, but moral of the story, make this simple a change. Add healthy fats to your diet. Use the 3 steps I gave you today, and I promise you'll be glad you did. Until tomorrow. Hey guys, Pete Weintraub here. I'm a permanent weight loss specialist. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you can do me a favor, please click the link below and subscribe to the channel. Every day I'm going to be popping out new content that will enable you to learn more about nutrition, fitness, and mindset as it relates to permanent weight loss. Now, there's a million programs out there that talk about how to lose weight. There are shows on TV like Extreme Weight Loss and The Biggest Loser. The problem is all of these show short-term fixes that aren't exactly healthy either. I'm more about doing this in a healthy, sustainable way so that you can achieve permanent results. So you only have to do this once. So what I'd like to gift you, if you're interested, is check out my website at weightlossbypete.com. There's going to be an opt-in on the page where you can get a free report detailing the 5 strategies that I personally used to lose 100 pounds, keep it off for good, and now my mission is to help as many people as I can to do the same without the research, trial and error, and years spent plateauing, not knowing what to do from a nutritional, fitness, or even mental standpoint. So check that out. I'd love to gift that to you. And feel free to check out the channel and any upcoming videos. Feel free to go back and look at my older ones. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you tomorrow.